guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Then on the Dolphins side, you've got Mike McDaniel. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in Week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd and 9. You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane. 17 carries, 64 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Harold Landry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Fancy footwork at the 45. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center. Their 6'4" quarterback.
And the talented young man took over as a full-time starter week 6 of last season. Showed a ton of promise as a rookie, despite having minimal help around him. His talent and potential, vast. I expect him to have a huge second year in the NFL.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 45.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Looking to throw. May. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down to the 42, second down. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, May with it. Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Off the play fake. Here's May. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive of 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
The extra point now for Borregales. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A run straight ahead with Achane. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Waddle the motion man right. Now Tua. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Jones. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing here is May. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching there?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 37-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
Brings up 3rd and 15.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
For the Dolphins.
Here's Jones. Fighting his way through contact. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stephon Diggs, 69 yards. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Borregales now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Tua, the final shot before half. So halftime straight ahead, and that means we go to Scott Hanson. It is our EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott, take it away.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's our second week in studio, second week of the NFL season. Lots to get to, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL.
The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Able to slither by. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
Just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. That's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action now. May. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point now for Borregales. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put the... And he loses the football a 2nd time. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Tua. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Keon White able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Jones on the return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Three quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. We're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's 2nd back at the 36.
This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Go ahead.
From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Patriots have it.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to throw Dobbs. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Deputy! Cowboy 80!
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Ready.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop the throw. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense.
These players are on the last year of their contract. Re-sign them to keep them around next season and beyond. You can start 4 with preset contract offers. Each one carries a different level of risk if offered.